I am here with newly washed hair that I need to brush, but I feel like it's still too wet to start do a reading vlog. I think I have a cold as well, so that's fun. Also, hopefully my ear's not bleeding. I think Oscar got me yesterday in your ear, man. It's full apparently of like vascular stuff, so that's cool. But I'm like afraid I agitated it when I was washing my hair and my face and stuff. Anyways, this reading vlog is going to be a reread vlog, but I read these books so long ago. They're not on my Goodreads, and I've been on Goodreads for a long time. I own the first and third, so I'm going to read the Bow Street Runners series by Lisa Kleypas. This is my copy of Someone to Watch Over Me, which is the first one. I own the first and third books. I don't own the second, but because we are living a more frugal lifestyle this year, because we are trying to buy a house, I'm putting in an offer on a house today that I probably won't get, but definitely won't get it if I don't put in an offer. We are saving. By we, I mean like me and the hooligans. They're doing nothing. I am saving money for like my down payment, and then to like help me furnish the house, because there's like some things, one, I would need, and then two things I would like when I get a house. So trying to save for that. So definitely trying to cut back on books. Fortunately, my library does have the second book, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is actually a library edition. It's from a book sale I got. I don't know if this is like a first edition. No, it definitely isn't. But it's pretty old. I think it is from the 90s when it came out. This does have a step back, and it's because it's a library book, it's taped, but I can take the tape off. And it's one of those ones that has like the cutout, which I think are really pretty. And this is the step back. I think I have posted this one for Step Back Saturday before. If not, I should look and do it. But yes. So this is the first one. I'm a huge Lisa Kleypas fan. Like, she is probably my favorite historical author. I mean, Lorraine Heath is like right up there too, but I think just she has a couple of books that are like diehard favorites, so I think it's her. So I'm gonna read this one. So yes, I will read the synopsis for you though in my kind of nasally voice, even though I think I have a nasally voice to begin with, so sorry. She couldn't remember who she was. A temptingly beautiful woman awakens in a stranger's bed. Rescued from the icy waters of the Thames. I feel like I never know how to say that. Her memory gone. Told that she is Vivian Rose Duval, one of London's most scandalous beauties, she finds herself under the protection of enigmatic, charming Grant Morgan. Her life is in his hands. Deep in her heart, she knows he has mistaken her for someone else. He was the only man she could trust. As one of London's most eligible and unattainable catches, Grant Morgan is a man who has known every kind of woman, and the one in his arms now seems so innocent, so vulnerable, and he can't help but be enchanted. And as his love for this mysterious beauty grows, he is determined to unravel the secrets of her past and discover the truth, no matter what. So, yes, I am 99% sure I've read all three of these books, but I literally remember nothing about them. So, we'll see what happens and how I feel. So, let's get started reading. Okay, it's like bedtime, but I'm about 25% into... Ugh. Oh, hi, Oscar. Someone to Watch Over Me. Oh, I'm tired. Hopefully I stay tired. Do you want to come up here for quick cuddles? No? Okay. Fine. Anyways, I'm enjoying it well enough. I have theories. Now, I am pretty sure I have read this book before, but I don't remember it. So, my theory may not actually be a theory, and maybe something I just like remember somewhere in my brain, but whatever. But I have a theory about Vivian, so yes. And it's interesting because so far, actually, have we even had a chapter from her point of view? If we have, it's only been one. The next one looks like it is. Hold on. Yes, then I mean, like, it's third person, but, you know. The next one is definitely from her point of view. And I feel like one of the earlier ones was, but maybe it wasn't, and I'm delusional. Which I think is interesting because, so it's all from Grant's point of view, and normally in romance, you, like, heavily focus on the female point of view, or it's a pretty 50-50 split. But it kind of makes sense because Vivian doesn't know anything, like, about herself. So, ignore my cups that I need to wash. So, yeah, like, what would she tell us and stuff? I don't know. So I am enjoying it. Kind of makes me want to reread a lot of Lisa Kleypas, but I already have so many books I want to read this year, so no. But maybe 2025 we'll do like a little reread of some more. Like maybe we'll do like, I definitely want to do Lorraine Heath, like the St. James or Scoundrels of St. James or whatever. I want to reread those. But maybe I'll do, like, the, like, Derek Craven book, because I read that forever ago. And Lisa Kleypas has several standalones that I have never reread. So, and one of them gives me similar vibes to this one, I feel like, from what I remember. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's time to get ready for bed, go to bed, listen to my bedtime audiobook. So yes, and in case you were following the saga of Holly trying to buy a house, I did go look at another house today. Did not like it almost immediately. I was almost like, this is a waste of our time. But it's fine. It was not a waste of our time. It's important to see things. So yes, my realtor is looking into another one. I'm apprehensive on the location. A little bit for like 25% apprehensive for like safety reasons, and 75% apprehensive because it's on a pretty major road. Now I live off of a pretty major road, but not this major. So I don't know, I'm gonna drive by it on my way home from work. And she's gonna look into like what I guess they have like private comments for just realtors. I don't know. To see some stuff, and then we might go take a look at it, I guess. Although I think we have to figure that out soon, because I think offers are due the 20th. So we'd have to see it like Tuesday. But I don't know. Anyways, so yes, I need to get around, listen to my nighttime audiobook. I'm listening to Ball Peen Hammer. Hopefully I will finish that this week. I feel like I'm gonna just like finish like 5 books this week and have gone from like being behind on my Goodreads challenge to being like crazy ahead. This happens to me sometimes. So yes. Okay, let me go. I give the hooligans some fresh water too, I think, before I go to bed. So okay, hopefully I will read again tomorrow and I can update you then. Okay, this is a dangerous setup. I am like 33%, like a third of the way through, someone to watch over me, and I'm enjoying it well enough. I don't know. What is his name? Grant. I feel like he's not a consistent character, and I understand like a part of it is like he has all these conflicting feelings about Vivian, but it's like he hates her but like is really attracted to her, and I don't know if I'm really feeling it. And like I understand why, but it's still kind of annoying. We are getting more Vivian now though, and I like it. I feel like some people will think she has some thoughts about being told that she's basically
a prostitute, because she's a courtesan. So when she finds out, she's like, so I'm like a prostitute, and he's like, no, you're like better than a prostitute though, because you're a courtesan. And she's like, but am I though? And I have to say, I don't love that conversation like in the real world, but historically and in this context, I think it's a perfectly normal conversation to have and for characters to feel. So, but I can see some people having a problem with it because it is like a little sex shamey, but I choose to just view it. It's time for some late night hooliganism. I choose to just view it as like more historically in line. I still have my theory. I still think my theory is right. I still won't share what my theory is. But, yes, we're getting more Vivian. I like her. She may be a smidge not like other girls. Especially if my theory is right. I feel like that's going to end up being the case. So, I don't know. But I like her. I've been reading really slow. It's more of just like my mind has been really like all over the place.
Hello. I just finished Someone to Watch Over Me. Is that what this book is called? Yes. I really should wait to film this, but I feel like I won't. So, I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. There was just parts of it that were just not the best. My theory was correct. Still not sure if it was actually a theory or me remembering. I'm guessing it was me remembering. It's okay. Just more of like what I talked about, I think, in my last update. Like the way certain things are discussed. Although I feel like like the big like suspensey climax happens like a pretty good chunk before it ends, like a good like 50 pages. And so you kind of get this like the relationship can become the center and like figuring out all of that for like quite a while. And I do really appreciate that. So yes. And I believe the next book, which is Lady Sophia's Lover, is Sir Ross Cannon's book, and you meet him in here. So I think that'll be interesting. Apparently I have no ratings. Anything in this series. I thought I had read Again the Magic recently, but I guess I didn't. I think I was confusing it with another book. Or no, Worth Any Price. But I think I was confusing it with Again the Magic, I think is what I was doing. I would like to say I'm going to go to bed soon because it's like probably almost 11 o'clock. But I'm really anxious, and I don't think I'm going to sleep very well. But I don't think I'm going to start another book today. But I do have Lady Sophia's Lover from the library, because I do not own that one. So I do have it. I think I'm going to take a break in between and read another book, like a different book, before I pick that one up. Hello. So, oh, hi, Brandy Banani. So, I started reading Lady Sophia's Lover, which originally I was going to get from the library, and I did, and then I didn't read it in time, and I returned it, and then I had a Thrift Books credit that was going to expire for a free book, so I bought it. Hi, my princess. My hair is so red today. How much of it is going to wash out in the shower today? Probably 50%, but it's fine. I do really like it. In my half bathroom, I did mention this in a recent video. I don't know when this video is going to go up. I do own a house now. What are you doing? What are you doing? My little princess. In my half bath, the lighting like really highlights the red though. Anyways, so yes, I did actually start this at my hair appointment yesterday. So I got it as an ebook for my library because I needed to do something while I was sitting there. But I am reading this. I do know I read this once, but I remember nothing. I'm going to read you the synopsis real quick. I just have it up on my laptop. Lady Sophia Sidney would do anything to ensnare the unattainable Sir Ross Cannon. Her goal, to ruin his reputation and cause a scandal that would be the talk of all London. So she insinuates herself into his life by gaining his trust and living in his house. Every morning, her lush presence tempts him beyond all reason. The way she bends over the table to serve him the meal she has prepared, the way her hands, oh so gently yet sensuously, brush against him. Every night she promises with her eyes and her body that the hours before dawn could be spent in unbridled passion instead of restless sleep, if only he let her share his bed. She knows he is falling more in love with her each day, but she never counted on falling in love with him, and she never dreamed he might very respectably ask for her hand in marriage. So, yes, I don't remember anything about this. I have, like, a slight theory, which, just like the first book, is it a theory or is it a memory? I don't know. We met Ross in the previous book, but that's really it. We know he takes his job very seriously and everything. I am about 60 or 70 pages in, I think, right now, like 20%. And I'm enjoying myself. I don't know. I'm in, like, a weird mood. I kind of feel about it the way I felt about the first one. But that time I was like, well, maybe it's me, you know, like, because I've been in a weird headspace. But I have read multiple books this month. It is July 7th, and I've read like 4 or 5 books already, which is bonkers. It's like half of what I read in the second quarter of 2024. And I really enjoyed them and been like sucked in, and they were contemporaries. So I don't know. But maybe there's a reason I never went back to the series before. I don't know. I do still enjoy it. Like, I don't hate it or anything. But yes. So I do like that, like, we know, sorry, I was distracted by my neighbors. We know very early in the book that, like, Sophia. What is your name again? Sophia. that Sophia has, like, an agenda, and I just like that that's not a secret. We don't know why she has an agenda. I think it's, like, implied why she wants to, like, kind of get revenge on him. But yes, they are very attracted to each other. He is attracted to her, and she starts out kind of like trying to flirt with him, like to ensnare him, but is like kind of getting attracted to him. So I don't know. We'll hopefully get some more done today, like more reading done today, but I do have some stuff I need to get done. I was gonna mow my lawn, but it has been so dry here, like hot and dry. It's rained a little bit the last couple of days, like just a smidge, which honestly I think is good because we're not like in a drought or anything. But especially when it gets really dry, like your ground can dry up, and so you don't want it to just like torrential downpour. That's not gonna, you're just gonna get a lot of runoff. But so my grass isn't really growing, which is fine, and it wasn't last week either, but I decided to mow anyways just to like stay on top of it. But I think I'm gonna skip it this week because I feel like it doesn't need it. So, and if I have to in the middle of the week, I will spontaneously mow, although nobody lives on one side of me. That house is empty. I think somebody is flipping it. And then the other house, because there's people there like every couple of days, and then the other house, I believe those people are like out of town. They've been gone for a while, like a week or like a couple weeks. So, who's gonna complain about my yard? You know what I mean? So I think I'll be fine. I did, when I first moved in here, I didn't mow for like 2 weeks because it took me a while to buy a lawnmower. So I don't know. So I don't think I'm gonna do that today. So yes, but I do still have a ton to unpack, so I'm probably gonna do that. I have to do some dishes. I have to put away some laundry. I have to go see my mother. I'm having a snowblower delivered today by my cousin, which, yes, it is only July, but this is the time of year to buy a snowblower. Like, if you're going to buy it used, which is what I did. Well, my aunt and uncle bought it for me, which was very nice of them. Because snowblowers are expensive. I thought lawnmowers were expensive. Snowblowers are a freaking racket. So, yes. And my driveway is just, like, a little long to have to shovel it. So... especially I am on a main road, so I'm mostly, because I drive an SUV, so I have 4-wheel drive, I have all-wheel drive, I have like a higher vehicle, so I'm not super worried. Like, the last few winters have been like fairly mild, which like every winter I'm like, is this gonna be the one? Like the really bad one. Like every winter it's not. Like we usually have 1 or 2 bad-ish storms. Definitely mild, and definitely nothing like when I was a kid. I feel like when I was a kid there was so much more snow. So I don't know, but because I'm on a main road especially, I am more worried about the like stuff at the end of my driveway, because I just feel like that's gonna be more abundant than if I lived in like a regular neighborhood. It would be there too, but it's gonna be even more so. What is in my hair? And that stuff can get kind of like icy and hard and everything. And so getting through that can be a little difficult. So yes, fortunately my job is pretty flexible. So I figure if there's ever going to be a sizable snowfall, I am just going to bring my laptop home and I will plan to work from home. That way I don't have to wake up really early to like snow blow and then go to work. Instead, I can get up, kind of be easy about it, work from home, and then snow blow after work if I need to. Or if it's like a blizzard where we're gonna get like, or a storm. Blizzards are like a very specific thing. Like I feel like people just throw that word around. Like it's a very specific type of storm. It's not just like a bunch of snow. Like there's like other factors. But if there's an abundance of snow, like probably over 4 inches, I would ideally big brain it and snow blow a couple of times while it's snowing. Hello, this is not the best situation. I also have like 2 blisters now on my feet and they really hurt. Actually, like kind of 3. So anyways, I am reading my next / final Bow Street Runner book. Oh, I should have grabbed the book and told you the synopsis. I'm not gonna do that. So sorry. Basically this follows it's weird because like I know this information is in the synopsis, but I feel like it's a spoiler for the first book. But it follows a character from the second book. It follows a character from the second book. And he is a Bow Street runner. And he is tracking down this woman who is running away from an arranged marriage that was arranged in her youth. And that man is kind of like controlling, and he's been giving her family money. So like her family feels very obligated to him and everything. And he finds her and he's attracted to her, and then he's like, well, I know how to get you out of this. Marry me. That's like basically what happens. And yeah, we go from there. So I am basically at that point right now in the story. I think I'm like 25-30% in. I just started reading it today. And did I say it's worth any price? That's the book. And I don't think I ever read this again after reading it the first time. I don't know. So like I remember absolutely nothing about this. I know I read it. That much I know. But like nothing. And nothing is like sparking a memory or anything like that. So it's kind of fun. It is interesting because you do meet Franny. Franny is just spread eagle over there, giving herself a bath.
Such a good girl. Both my kitties are in here. Where she is hiding out, the woman, is at the Westcliff estate, which is the hero in It Happened One Autumn. Is that what it's called? The second book in the Wallflower series. And that is interesting because a lot of Lisa's books are like set in like the same world. Like they're not necessarily they are interconnected series, but you don't really have to read them like that. But like I feel like that would be easier as an author. Like you already kind of have like this established world and these like peripheral, I can't say that word, characters. So like that's something you can go back to and everything. This takes place before that series and everything. So you just get like a look at him. But it's interesting because I've read that book several times and it's kind of nice to see him before that and everything. So I am really enjoying it. I feel like this is probably going to be my favorite, which I haven't looked at the ratings, but I am guessing that's a universal opinion. So yes, I think part of that is the hero here. He's not like a reformed rake. It's actually very interesting because he has not very little sexual experience, but like he is a virgin until he's 24 and then basically only sleeps with one woman until our heroine. So, or at least that's how I'm like interpreting this, which I think is interesting and everything. So, because that's a little different. So like reformed rake isn't right, but kind of like reformed bad boy. And I think that's a pretty popular story character type. So yes, I will probably keep reading and I will give you an update at some point. Hello, I am again filming from work, sort of. As you notice though, maybe boxes are moving. It's very exciting. So I did like kind of lie, not really. A lie would mean I lied, but I did not finish the book the night I said I was going to. I went down an internet hole that was not healthy. It did not result in good things for me, but I did it. So, you know, can't change things that you did. So, yes. And so I did that, unfortunately, but it's fine. I survived, but I have since finished it. I finished it last night. I was reading a little bit at dance and then I finished it when I came home, which was fun. I gave it 4 stars. I ended up really enjoying it. I thought the ending was a little, oh my gosh, I didn't wash my face this morning and I feel like, I don't know. I thought the ending was a little rushed. Is that the right word? I don't know. Like there was just some things in the ending, specifically the epilogue. I've talked about this before. I am an epilogue girly. I live for an epilogue. I know some people do not like them and that is totally fine, but I thrive on a good epilogue. And I kind of understand what she did with this epilogue. I think she made like a very specific choice with it and I respect it, but I just wanted like more romancy things. There was like another part of it and so it was just hard, you know, like it's just personal preference, but it was fine. But in general, like the ending was a little rushed. Happened, but I am happy. It was definitely my favorite book out of this series as a whole, for sure. And I think they did build on each other really well, especially the second one and this one because a lot of the characters are connected to each other. But like I said before, this one just gave me like the Lisa Kleypas vibes that I know and love immensely. So I am happy to have read it, and it kind of made me want to like read other Lisa Kleypas books, but like I'm not going to do that because I have enough books that I need to read that I've not read that we can't be doing that. And I do want to do more of these videos like doing more rereads of older, especially historical romance is really what I want to focus on, just because it's a genre that I really like cut my teeth on, even though my first romance was a contemporary. I think I literally read like Jewels of the Sun, Tears of the Moon, and then bounced right into historicals. So like historicals is really where I found my love for romance, and I want to go back to a lot of those romances and authors that I read in high school and especially college when I was just like devouring things, so I don't remember them that well, and I want to be able to talk about them. Also, I'm pretty sure I've already done videos on the Wallflowers and the Hathaway. So like, how much more Lisa Kleypas can I talk? I mean, I do want to go back and reread like the Derek Craven book and everything, because that was definitely college. But I think I'm already looking forward to next year and what I'm planning on doing for these reread vlogs, because I feel like I can only do so many. And my plan is to finish the Adventure Romance ones. I want to do a series by Sabrina Jeffries. I think I want to do some early Julia Quinn, because I haven't read those in forever. I know I've done a Bridgerton video, but I want to do, I think I'm just going to pick like 3 books from like her first book, and then like first books in some of her other series, instead of doing it like by series, just do early Julia Quinn. And then I think I want to do like the Scoundrels of St. James, or whatever the first series that is, by Lorraine Heath, because I do not remember that. Although that's like a longer series, but I do want to read it. And be able to talk about those. And so I just don't know if I can fit in like some other Lisa Kleypas in here. Maybe I can, but I don't know if I can. So yes, I also like, I have wanted to reread the, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but the series by Courtney Milan that I read. I think one of them is like, the first one is like the Governess something. I do want to reread those, and then I really do just need to like read more Courtney Milan, and I just like don't do it for no reason. So, but like that's just so much. But like that again is, I feel like that series I could recommend a lot, but I just don't remember enough of it to feel like I can recommend in good faith, but I would like to. So I'd like to reread those. Whew. I of course always want to reread Tessa Dare. I do, because I recently in the last couple of years started to build out my Tessa Dare collection physically. I do want to go back to one of her earlier, I think it's the Stud Club series. That I think I read in like college, so maybe I'll do that. But I don't know, that's like over 20 books that I need to read that aren't even books on my TBR. And considering this year it is almost the end of September, and I have read just over 50 books, which is atrocious for me. I'm not mad at myself. I'm not gonna be mad at myself. I'm not gonna hold it against myself, anything like that. It just is what it is, and I'm not gonna dwell on it, you know? It is, life happens, and it's okay. But I don't want to like set myself up for failure basically by like expecting all of these things out of myself. So, because at the end of the day, reading is supposed to be a hobby, and I should be enjoying myself. So, you know, but this was enjoyable and fun, and I did enjoy this. Like I said, of course, because I said it was enjoyable. I'm glad I reread these, and it was fun to spend more time with Lisa Kleypas. I don't think she's released a book in several years, so I don't know. Hopefully everything's good for her, and she's just taking a break for whatever reason. I'm sure her kids are like in college or just out of college or something, so she's probably got a lot going on in her personal life, you know? I will gladly read a new book if she publishes one. But that is that. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.